A man worth $240 billion just spent $40 billion flying his mistress to exotic destinations on his private jet while still married to his wife of 25 years. The affair cost him the most expensive divorce in human history, $38 billion, yet he walked away richer than ever. His new wife now controls assets worth more than the GDP of most nations. Welcome to the shadowy world where the planet's wealthiest men don't just hide their fortunes, they hide them behind the women who share their beds, bear their children, and sometimes destroy their empires. The most expensive affair in history. Starting with the man who literally changed how the world shops online and then changed how billionaires handle messy divorces. Jeff Bezos was flying high in 2018. Amazon stock was soaring. His net worth had crossed $150 billion. He was married to Mackenzie Scott, the woman who'd stood by him since before Amazon existed. Then came Lauren Sanchez, a former entertainment reporter turned helicopter pilot. Sanchez had her own successful career, her own connections, her own life. But when she started providing aerial filming services for Bezos' space company Blue Origin, something shifted dramatically. The affair wasn't subtle. Bezos was taking Sanchez on his $65 million Gulfstream G650ER to exotic destinations across the globe, private islands in the Caribbean, exclusive resorts in Europe, romantic getaways that cost more per night than most people earn in a year. When the story broke in January 2019, Mackenzie Scott, the quiet, brilliant novelist who'd been Bezos' first employee, suddenly found herself at the center of the most expensive divorce settlement in human history. A 4% stake in Amazon, valued at roughly $38 billion at the time. That's more than the GDP of 130 countries. It instantly made Scott the third richest woman on the planet. Interestingly, Bezos walked away from that nuclear expensive divorce and somehow got richer. His remaining Amazon stake continued exploding in value. By 2025, he'd regained everything and more, hitting $240 billion in net worth. Meanwhile, Lauren Sanchez transformed from mistress to mogul overnight. The Oracle's hidden romance. Now, if you think divorces are expensive, wait until you meet the man who turned relationship endings into an art form, complete with ironclad silence agreements. This tech mogul has been married 5 times, but his current setup might be the most brilliant wealth protection scheme disguised as romance that anyone's ever seen. Larry Ellison's love life shows how billionaires compartmentalize relationships from business empire building. The Oracle founder has racked up 5 wives, each walking away with chunks of his $270 billion fortune. Though good luck getting the full details thanks to those NDAs. First, Ada Quinn, married in 1967, divorced in 1974. After 7 years of broke-ass struggles and Ellison's endless work grind, she got squat, since he had no money then, basically zilch. Next, Nancy Wheeler Jenkins, married in 1977, split in 1978 when she dumped him for being a lazy dropout with no drive. She took $500 to sign away rights to his startup, which exploded into Oracle. Moving to Barbara Booth, wed in 1983, done by 1986, as his career blew up and left no room for home life. She's the mom of his kids, David and Megan. Payout kept secret, but with Oracle booming, she probably grabbed tens of millions quietly. The fourth one is Melanie Kraft, the romance novelist, married in 2003, divorced in 2010 without much fuss. She scored over $500 million, locked behind NDAs so she can't spill a damn thing. But the real mistress play was, of course, Nikita Khan, the Ukrainian actress and model, 48 years younger, who dated him from 2010 right after his last divorce. Whispers of overlap until 2020. No ring, but she ran her production company, charities, and California properties, all bankrolled by his trusts and shells. Walked away with hundreds of millions in assets without touching his core empire. Pure billionaire mistress magic. And his fifth one, Jolene Zhu, the young 33-year-old Chinese Michigan grad, married in 2024, 47 years his junior. No split yet, but she's already steering deals like college football cash. All of these women have signed NDAs, so they literally cannot discuss their relationship publicly. Google Emperor's calculated romance. Speaking of complicated love triangles, let's go to Silicon Valley, where drama meets billion-dollar consequences and proves that even tech geniuses can make terrible expensive mistakes when mixing business with pleasure. Two Google founders, one marketing manager, and enough romantic chaos to nearly destroy one of the world's most powerful companies. Sergey Brin's romantic life shows how even tech geniuses can make billion-dollar mistakes when love gets complicated. His divorce from Ann Wojcicki, sister of YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki and founder of genetics company 23andMe, cost him approximately $30 million. But the real drama started with his relationship with Amanda Rosenberg, a Google Glass marketing manager who was 13 years younger than Brin. The affair torpedoed his marriage and nearly destroyed his partnership with Google co-founder Larry Page, since Rosenberg had previously been involved with Page as well. Man, this wasn't just office romance gone wrong. I'm not even kidding. Brin ultimately married Nicole Shanahan, a lawyer and entrepreneur who seemed like the perfect strategic partnership. She founded a legal tech company. She shared his interests in philanthropy and progressive causes. They had a daughter together. In 2022, reports emerged that Shanahan had an affair with Musk at a party. The alleged encounter lasted just one weekend, but it detonated Brin's second marriage and reportedly ended his friendship with Musk. Despite all this, you won't believe Shanahan walked away with settlements estimated at around $1 billion, making her one of the wealthiest women in America, despite being married to Brin for less than 5 years. Shanahan used her divorce settlement to fund one of the most expensive political campaigns in modern history, spending over $19 million supporting independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in 2024. She literally turned her billionaire divorce into a political movement, the meta mogul's perfect marriage. But hold on, after all this chaos, scandal, and billion-dollar relationship drama, is it actually possible for a tech billionaire to have a normal marriage? Turns out, yes. Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan are rare in billionaire relationships that seem genuinely built on love. But don't mistake their love story for financial naivete. Chan has become one of the most powerful philanthropists on Earth through the Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative, which they founded with a $45 billion commitment, essentially Zuckerberg's entire Facebook fortune. So when it works, it creates something even more powerful than hidden wealth. It creates shared influence that can reshape entire industries. The PayPal King's chaotic empire. But that's not what our video is about. Coming back to our topic, we arrive at the man who proves that when you're worth $415 billion, you can afford to be completely unpredictable in every aspect of your life, including naming your children things that sound like Wi-Fi passwords. Yes, I'm talking about the famous and controversial Elon Musk. Justine Wilson, married 2000 to 2008, gave him Nevada Alexander, 2002, died. Twins Griffin and Xavier, 2004. Xavier later legally became Vivian Jenna Wilson, and triplets Kai, Saxon, and Damien, 2006. From 2018 to 2022, his relationship with Grimes, the experimental musician born Claire Boucher, produced some of the most bizarrely named children in billionaire history. I mean, they named their first child XAEA-12. Try explaining that at a custody hearing. They also had Exa Dark Side Rail, surrogate, plus a third child revealed later. But wait, it doesn't end. Elon then had twins with Siobhan Zillis, a Neuralink executive, in November 2021. And wait, in September 24, author-influencer Ashley St. Clair gave birth to Romulus, later confirmed by a court-ordered paternity test at 99.9999% probability. She declined hush money offers and sued for custody. Count it up, guys, at least 14 known children with 4 women. And it's not chaotic, it's managed. Family office moves, trusts, settlements, and NDAs sit between headlines and control. Jared Burchell and a small inner team run the logistics so the empire stays intact while the personal life looks unpredictable. So how long can these billion-dollar dynasties built on love, secrecy, and power continue operating in the shadows? What happens when the next scandal breaks and threatens to expose financial arrangements that could reshape global markets? Drop your thoughts below. Which of these stories shocked you the most? And if you want to see more of the world's richest icons and luxury stories, subscribe right now, because this is where the legends live forever.